I'm going to be playing Devil Montgomery. He didn't get that. He didn't just come up with that name on his own. That's what the Alliance gave him, the nickname that they gave him. But he actually fought for the Independent. I keep forgetting the name of all these freaking groups. Fought for the Independent factions.
The Brown Coats.
Yeah, the Brown Coats. And basically, he did a whole lot of flying and a whole lot of shooting. And most of the time that he spent was sniping. He'd make sniper's nests and be hunkered down for a while with his books, his rifle, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what he's good at. He's good at shooting. He's good at flying.
All right, Kevin.
You're playing John Paul McGain. He's a bit of a weathered guy, seen the world, seen a lot of things. Also, part of the independent fights, part of the Brown Coats. Didn't end up going out too well for him, but what in this universe really does. He's now really seen a lot of stuff, looking to make the money he can, looking to cause a little bit of trouble, get a little bit of fun payback, as it were. Personality-wise, he tends to be fairly no-nonsense when stuff is going down. He will absolutely throw himself in the way of his crew, but expects and demands a high level of loyalty. Only way you're going to survive out in the way is for everybody to get along, and there does need to be a focal point. So, he will stand up for you, he will do anything to help out his crew, and make sure that everything works, and make sure everything is going as smooth as it can. But, the expectation of that is that it is a yes captain.
Alright, Brian.
I am Scott Osborne. I am a mechanic. I can fix, craft, and if the engines is having trouble, I can get it up and working for all of us and all that. I'm a survivor of a, what were they?
The Brown Coats?
Reavers.
Oh, God.
Reavers.
Oh, jeez.
It's because of the room I was in, no one could access it. So when I woke up from a sleep I was in and found everybody,
all the murderous screams going on in the next room. Slept like a baby that night, I swear.
Bitch slept through a Reaver attack. Goddamn. He's got tighter nerves than you do.
Just don't let him sleep on the job. He'll be fine.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
Other than that, that's it.
What the fuck was that?
It's Jessica.
Okay, hi, Jess.
Like
All right.
Say hi.
All right.
This is why we don't have high production value. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks, Jess. Yeah, that's so much for that high production value.
This is a fucking game? Jesus Christ.
I'm going to show you this on YouTube.
Fucking Firefly,
later,
God! Okay.
This is serious business!
Jonathan, it is your turn. Go for it.
I'll be playing Torgny Olofsson, a believer in Forseti, a Norse god. And well, I'm nearly blind. I grew up in the outer. Sorry, I'm not fully read up on the set.
It's okay. On the border in the border planets.
In the border planets, in one of them. One of
I'm
those
gonna assume
moons.
like the Georgia system because that's where this is taking place.
Yes.
All right.
Indeed.
Oh.
And yeah, I hope I'll be able to comfort the crew.
All right.
By lending them God's hand.
Yes. So we all have the pilot, the captain, the mechanic, and it looks like a ship's shepherd with a very intriguing Norse mythology thing going for him, which is fine. Who says the ship's shepherd has to be a Christian, you know? I mean, come on now. Anyways, I'm Matt B. I'm the GM here, and we are playing Firefly for those of you that haven't noticed the background here. All right. So, how long have you guys known each other?
Not sure.
Like,
I
have
mean,
you guys just recently become a crew?
well, we're a crew without a ship.
Yeah, I
So,
know.
Yeah. We wouldn't have known each other that long. I'm looking to get off this rock, and I have some skills that people can pay me for to do it. I'm looking for a change. So then John and I would have met up just recently, I would say.
So I'd expect, at least for myself, assembling up some people, looking for someone who looks like they got a chip on their shoulder and get the bird in the sky, looking for a guy who can keep her going there, and then it wouldn't be too bad to have someone who, a shepherd on the ship always means you got access to some extra areas. Anytime they get your ship, we got a shepherd on board, gives us a much better chance of getting through some hard-to-reach places.
Yeah.
So I would say probably less than a month.
All right. Well, you guys were together at least for your last job that you had. This guy named Tormo. All right. You guys are on the outer fringe of the Georgia system, and where the heck is it? Aha. Okay, so you guys are on the outer fringe of the Georgia system, which is, because there's 5 systems overall. There's the Kalidasa, which is a rim system. The Red Sun, which is the border system. The White Sun system, which is the core. Like, the Alliance is, like, just all up in there. The Georgia system, which is the other border system. And then the Blue Sun system, which is also a rim system. Rim systems just mean, like, that's the forefront. A lot of reavers, a lot of unknown stuff going on in there. Border planets. Reavers do exist. Alliance also exists, but very sporadically. They're not they're not a real threat except for certain areas of these border systems. And of course, the core is just riddled with Alliance and all that good stuff. All right.
You know that reavers exist for certain?
You
Yeah.
don't. You've heard stories. And it's up to each individual to decide for himself whether he believes it or not. But you've all heard the stories. One of your crew says he's somewhat experienced it. Maybe it was just a violent decompression that he experienced. You don't know. And the rest of the crew got torn apart from the pressure of space and stuff like that. So it could be a lot of things, but space is so big and so unknown that who's to say no for certain. So, anyways, last time you guys had a job. You guys were doing a job for Tormo, and your last ship that you were piloting got blasted all to hell. It wasn't your ship, it was someone else's that you were just kind of flying, because not everyone can fly these ships, even though they might have them.
I said I was sorry, okay? It wasn't my fault. You can't dodge everything.
You are in the part of the Georgia system currently called the Three Hills. There's these 3 little moons surrounding this gas giant, I believe. New Lafayette, Conrad, and Bob. You guys are on Bob. The planet Bob. So, Tormo has another job for you. Luckily, all it involves this time is flying some hunk of junk across the verse. Alright. So, you guys...
can do
what's
A to
that?
B. I said I can do A to B. Straight lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do straight lines.
How hard
well.
could it be, So you guys are sitting in your quarters area on Bob. It's a kind of a colder day. Cold dust storms brewing up. And Tormo comes in. Hey there, fellers. Y'all ready for
Tormo.
that job I mentioned?
Yeah. The last one, I'm hoping there's not too many ornery feelings about that. You do know it wasn't our fault. Had you told us where we're actually going and the heat that we were going to be taking, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you can't blame that on us, right?
A gruesome smile comes upon his face, and he goes, "Oh yeah, don't worry. Those films are all in the past."
Are they now?
Oh yeah. They just got this one job right here, and after that, you can do our separate ways if we so wish. But this last job, can't tell you much about it, except where you're flying to, and what you'll be flying.
And what would we get paid for it?
Well, all right, I'll tell you what. There's this guy named oh god, I can't remember his name. Winston something. I can't remember right now. And he likes to wear a lot of white and blue stuff, suits and the like. He's over there in that Boros area. And if anyone wants to make a knowledge check of some type, just straight up knowledge, it would be a mental and no.
And your no.
Yeah, your mental and no. Like, let's see, John, what's yours? Black market. John, do a black market check.
As well?
Yeah, like,
Alright.
yeah.
So, not too great altogether.
All right, well, Devitt, you seem to remember some guy over there in the Boros system, but more importantly, the Boros system itself, as your flying knowledge has kind of brought you there once upon a time, unfortunately. Boros is an area that, man, it's rough. Not rough like the border, like frontier plants or anything like that. More like it's rough as in it's one of the few high-cultured place and few alliance strongholds in the system. And he goes, well, you see, you'll be flying to Boros here. And this guy named Winston, he's got a mighty fine price for a mighty fine reward for you guys for flying this hunk of junk out there to him.
So it's a hunk of junk, and it's a mighty reward.
No. You're flying a hunk of junk to him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, no, I
rewarding you
understand.
with something.
Yeah, no, I understand. What's in the hunk of junk? Let's be real here. If we're gonna be doing this for you.
You know what?
What kind of engine does it have?
You're just the pilot now. I'm talking to the captain. This is captain's decision. Now,
Easy now. I mean, he's got a say here, but you know, I mean, at the same time, to be honest with you, what's in there isn't necessarily of our concern or our business.
exactly. It's not none of my concern neither.
Not too much to be professional to be asking. As I said, though, I mean, we're not exactly a charity case here. What are we talking about?
I never said y'all were a charity case now. Now, this guy Winston, I don't know why, but he specifically requested y'all to go over here, fly this hunk of junk to him, and he's going to reward you with your very own ship. He'll build it for you.
Is he now?
Yeah. Winston Underwood, that's his name, Winston Underwood. Yeah. That's definitely it. Kevin, John McGain, John Paul. Yeah. You have heard this name before. And
Okay.
it's big on the black market. He's one of the guys in the know for the black market in the Georgia system. Like, if you want something, normally, and it's very rare, normally you have to go through him to get it because he just has access and his fingers dipped in everyone's pockets. The
You go through him or you go
alliances.
through his channels?
What's that?
You talking to him directly? You talking to his channels?
Oh, I'm talking to him directly, of course. I don't contact him. He contacted me, you see.
Right.
And he asked for y'all specifically, I don't know why, to fly this specific ship to this specific planet, and I don't know why. It befuddles me, befuddles my brain. I don't know why he would even want y'all. Y'all rude up my last mission so much.
Can I roll an influence to see if he actually does know anything on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like roll social. Is social?
Yeah, social, and then the influence subset of that. Just to influence to see if he actually does know, if I can get an actual answer out of him.
Yeah. Let me see here.
So you got no idea whatsoever. Now, you know I've always been straight with you, Tormo. I came right to you when the job went a little bit south. You got no reason at all, no inkling.
Holy
as to why
shit,
he's
that's high
us?
up there. I mean, man, I don't know, man. This guy is bigger than y'all. He's bigger than me, even. You know, here's the hierarchy. There's Mr. Winston, some other people, some more people, me, some more people than y'all. Okay?
I notice you're doing a great job of not answering my question, and I appreciate the hierarchy in the little tutorial there. I'm just asking a simple, I don't need to know more than that. Is there a reason he's looking for us?
I don't know if there is or not. I would assume, yeah, there might be some other reason he's looking for you, but I don't think it's of the kind of suspicious type of wanting you. I think it's more of your infamous deeds of my missions you've been ruining up so Ram lately. And
Torvald, you've worked with me for a bit. Barley, you found me through a little bit. You ain't throwing me into any type of nonsense right now, are you?
Gosh, no. Why, I would hardly do such a thing.
I believe you. I really do. I just had to ask just to make sure. Man, if your character and your upbringing certainly
of course
wouldn't be looking to get us in any trouble.
And he points to all of y'all. Now, this is your one chance to get off this rock and fly to other rocks. See, as you guys like to do so much around these days. I like to just sit here and tell y'all to go fly. I like staying on this rock. Y'all go fly on this hunk of junk, and we'll be good.
All right. Where's our ship?
Oh, right this way. All right.
You got documents and all that as well for it?
Oh, yeah, documents, all that stuff.
Beautiful.
Oh. The name's the Cutlass. The ship is the Cutlass. It is a... Where is it here? 1 second. It is a modified Polaris class cargo liner. It's small for its class, but it is a very heavy ship, like thick armament, and it's not very widely used and not in production. It's a modified one, though. As you can see, it has a turret on it, which most transports don't really have any weapons of any type. But upon closer inspection, Scott, upon closer inspection, you notice that this turret isn't really all that powerful. It's mainly more for harassing smaller ships that get too close to its salvage, and not much more than that.
Well, not that great of a turret.
You got documents for us? Are we? You got any paperwork for us? Ownership of the ship or anything?
Oh, yeah. He hands you over some basic rights and shows that its space tags are in order. Yeah, it's all the papers are there. Some of them seem a little outdated, but nothing, if you do happen to run into Alliance, nothing a little bit of finagling and smooth talking can't do for you.
Right. All right. Why don't Scott? Why don't you go take a check at the engines real quick? Make sure that we got nothing funky going on there. Certainly,
All right.
don't want any problems before launch off.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I'd like to take a look at the cargo itself. Don't plan on necessarily opening the box, just seeing what we're dealing with. How they're labeled.
It's a rather large. Like this ship is actually rather large. Those containers are actually probably around 20 feet long by 10 feet wide. There's 2 of them.
Okay.
Heavy duty, looks like military grade construction. No insignias on it or anything like that. Just very high quality steel.
The cargo containers are higher quality than the ship itself.
Yes,
But you're,
absolutely. You could probably buy 4 of these ships with one of those.
All right.
Like, yeah.
Another thing,
I mean,
Scott, if you
build
can take
for
a look at. You definitely know a lot more
so
than I
what
do.
should I?
See if there's any
Yeah.
way of diverting more power to that turret.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not much of a gunman, but if we can get a little bit more strength in that, that wouldn't be unwelcome.
Yeah, you don't have to roll
do
for
my
that
best.
at the moment.
Okay.
But yes, you could divert a little bit more power to them because it's kind of a railgun type of turret, you know, not a laser or anything like that. Because lasers are just kind of insanely high priced, and people around the border planets don't really see those too much. It's more of a railgun. You could divert more power from the engines to the turret's magnetic propulsion, and that way you would fire a small projectile faster, meaning much more impact, a higher velocity at impact.
That's your
Torg, I'm
workout.
not necessarily sure for yourself. Do you have contacts or anything you reach out to, or I'm not quite sure where you feel comfortable on the ship. Where are you looking for home?
Talking to Torgny?
Well, yeah, I'm not quite sure how to. I might just end up calling you T.O.
All right.
Seems right, I think. From what I can feel from these walls.
So if there's anywhere in particular as to where you want to set up camp, so to speak, and keep a watch out. Said I'm not too sure what a shepherd likes to do.
Well, I guess I could take up a little bit of the storage bay, maybe.
All right.
Alright.
That would be the easiest way for me to find my way around.
So we got a destination. We got to look. As far as I'm concerned, I'm good to go. Obviously, I'd wait for Tormo to kind of send us on our way, and wait for him to walk away.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, here's the keys to it, and he tosses you the keys there, McGain.
I'll throw him over to Devil.
All right.
What kind of horsepower are we working with here, Scott? I'm assuming I can't be doing acrobatics throughout the verse of this bad boy, but just in case, we might want to hunker some stuff down.
On a scale of 1 to 10, being 10 being the fastest ship there is, and
Sure.
1 being a little space shuttle that can only go from like a moon back to its main planet. It's about a 5. Brian.
Okay. And then like
whatever
That's
you
what I
wanna
was thinking
say.
it was.
Yeah.
okay. What about the armor? I know it has thick armor, you know, supposedly on a scale of like 1 to 10. Where do you put that at? Am I fighting or fleeing? Am I fleeing as much as possible, or am I?
We're hoping not to deal with any of that anyway, right? But
well, I'm not alive because I don't plan ahead. I'm alive because I do. So do you know what it would be on a scale of 1 to 10 armor-wise, like how much we could do in a fight? Matt or Brian, I don't know if you want to help him out, if you want him to roll for it.
It looks like it can do pretty good, unless if we're going against military weapons.
Okay. So I'll go 5 on that too, I guess.
Nope.
Maybe?
Yeah.
No, let's place it higher, like an 8 or so. It's
Like
pretty.
an 8, okay.
It's pretty stout.
Okay.
And then systems are like computer systems and sensor arrays, fairly standard. In between the engines and hull, basically.
Okay. So it's obviously it's a modified cargo liner, so it's a little more up to date, but it still is not that great at all. I mean, it's better than the original Polaris cargo liner. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and take my position at the bridge. And
before we all separate, it's pretty obvious we're walking into some type of trap here. But it's also pretty obvious that our choices and limitations of it, there's not going to be too much we can do. We've seen the cargo here, and so with the value I would expect of that, I'm guessing pretty high. They're not just going to want to shoot us out of the air, but let's keep a pistol on us, and let's keep our eyes and ears open. Let's make sure that we get from point A to point B and keep flying.
All
I
right.
won't touch a pistol, but I will make use of this walking stick of mine. If anything
Walking
comes.
stick.
Jonathan, you
know,
might want to
there's-
pull your microphone a little bit closer now that you're done eating.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's
much better.
I won't touch a pistol, but I will make use of this blind/walking stick if anything comes too close.
There's an old saying about bringing a walking stick to a gunfight, but
It's okay.
I'll let the gods sort that out.
I feel super safe, and then I turn it on.
All right. The engines need a little bit of loving, but Scott, nothing you can't handle.
All right.
A little shaky. The controls are not very responsive at all. It feels like
Cool.
you're driving a goddamn washing machine. You know.
At least we're not on spin cycle.
Yeah, but actually, go ahead. The dust storm seems to be rolling in. Do y'all want to take off now or take off later?
Take off now.
All right, Devil.
We're not wasting time.
Devil, roll me your. Actually, roll me the engines of the ship, which is a D6,
Okay.
and your fly, and any appropriate things. You're going to be setting.
Is it my physical or mental stat as well?
It's not your. It's none of your attributes.
It's neither
the
just my
ship's
fly.
attributes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Oof. That's not good.
Okay.
Hey, I'm used to piloting little ships. Okay. I never said anything about giant cargo liners.
I'm going to take up a hold in the turret room there, just to give me a good view of everything. Let Devil has.
All right. So the you're starting to fly the ship up, and all of a sudden, there's heavy turbulence. Yeah, it's not good. The ship kind of crashes into something. You're not sure what it is because you can't see anything. You'll figure out what it is later on. And eventually, though, you guys get into space.
Sweet. Well, that wasn't too bad. It's already.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't have you roll just to take off, but because it was a storm, I had to do a little something. Kevin, did you have to take off for your class?
I've got like 10 minutes, so it depends if now is a good time to break, or I wanna give myself like, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes-ish to get into the class. So
yeah,
depends if you can do anything in 10 minutes. If not, you just chill
no,
out.
that's pretty much the beginning. of that very small part is just getting off the rock and figuring out what you guys are doing in introduction. So anyone that wants to stick around, they can stick around and just kick it, chat and stuff like that. But Kevin's going to be doing his thing. I'll stop recording right now.